of the world watching. It's time for the biggest event of the year as we're proud to welcome you to the Super Bowl. Tonight, the Lombardi Trophy's in the building, and we've got a fight to see who's gonna raise it. It's the Green Bay Packers and the Indianapolis Colts. Kate Scott and Brock Hewitt, happy to have you with us. And this an unusual spot to be, Brock. Both teams here, and they have fought and earned their way to this one. Yet this still looks like could be one of the more lopsided Super Bowl matchups that we have seen in our time in the NFL.
It looks that way on paper, but we know, we've watched it through the centuries, but we know that upsets happen in this moment. Broadway Joe's guarantee and the Jets win in just the third Super Bowl. David Tyree's helmet catch as those Giants shock the Patriots in their perfection. And that lesser known Tom Brady, they too got past the greatest show on turf. This moment, underdogs emerge.
Final two teams remain. Only one will be a champion. And we're off in the Super Bowl. Ashton Doolin now return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. So out come the Colts for their first offensive possession. And they're brought up by the 6th overall pick in 2019. One of the highest drafted Blue Devils ever, Daniel Jones.
Well, here he is, Kate, in the role that I and so many other quarterbacks dreamed of being in during our careers, leading the AFC champions out on a Super Bowl Sunday. The journey, it's only become more difficult every step along the way, from the regular season to each rung of the playoffs, and it's prepared him for the moment he's walking in right now. Kate, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
Left side into the hands of Warren. And he's brought down at the line.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was first down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
All right, here we go. Second down. From the shotgun, it's Jones. Caught quickly on the slant. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Jones going to throw again. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And that sack brings the offense to 4th down.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense. And now, well, now we let the chess match begin. The adjustments begin because we know pressure leads to sacks. And sacks in this league often leads to wins.
Colts going to kick this away now on 4th, and it's Rigoberto Sanchez on for the punt. Fair catch, hauled in at the 18-yard line. So now it's the Packers getting out on offense for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the Utah State product and former first-rounder back in 2020, Jordan Love.
Kate, I can only imagine what's running through his mind right now. What an arduous fight across the entire NFC postseason to get to this moment. I think this is one of those moments you just go back in that backyard as a kid and close your eyes and you dreamed of when you were little, and you're living in it right now.
It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
I call that a table setter right there. Table setter for yourself as a team in that huddle, gaining confidence on the ground, and you know that's going to set the table for some great play-action pass to come.
First down, and they go right back to him. That's a Super Bowl caliber stop right there as they finish that play off behind the line.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
This is complete. It's Matthew Golden. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
First down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Shotgun give now to Jacobs. That's a Super Bowl caliber stop right there as they finish that play off behind the line.
Hey, range is not an optional feature for middle linebackers in today's game. It's a prerequisite for the job. And this guy definitely has it. Followed that play from the start, and he ended it with a loss.
Offense to the line for second down. Slot man motioned over. Play action, Love. Down the field, Golden. Quick rally to the catch by the defense, stopping the gain at the 33. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Finds him over the middle. We'll muster a little down to the 30. Zaire Franklin there to make the tackle.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Now Love on the play fake. Rolling left, buying some time. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
A gain of 19 yards. That's good for a Packers first down. First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's first and 10. Jacobs running behind center. Wasn't a fan of what was ahead there, Brock, but the bounce outside doesn't fare any better. He gets a lone yard at second down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Love from the gun. Near the goal line. And he picks up about 6 on the play. Stopped though right near the marker. Didn't get it, third down.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
Short yardage situation here. It's third and 2. Here's Love. Now setting up the screen for Jacobs. And what a play. They never gave him a shot to get that single yard. He's going to lose some yardage. Fourth down coming up.
Not terribly complicated on this one, just not the third down screen you wanted to run. Little chance they were getting the first, and apparently, little chance they were going to even gain a positive yard at all.
A 24-yard attempt.
McManus sends it through. And that one's going to get them on the scoreboard.
I'd say all in all, that's the exact type of start this team was looking for. 2 possessions in, they've got the lead, and a little early momentum with that field goal.
On now is McManus to kick this away. On the return, here's Doolin. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Colts with their offense out, their second drive coming up. And Brock, they are not in the spot they want to be, but still plenty of game left. You don't want to let the setting cause an early overreaction and panic.
Yeah, you just can't overtry. And every bit of you wants to, every fiber of your being in this building right now, you want to perform, but you just can't overdo it.
And the Packers are there. He's hauled down. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
Things already looking a good bit tougher here. It is 2nd and 17 after the sack. Trying again following the sack. It's a completion of Michael Pittman Jr. And he crosses the sideline a yard or two beyond, looks like the 30.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun, it's Jones. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
There was almost no resistance offered against a rush that came off the line ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
The Colts are ready for the punt. Jaden Reed on the return for the Packers. Signals for the fair catch, and he's got it at the 27. The Green Bay offense returning to the field for their 2nd possession. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Jacobs gets it to start the drive. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
2nd and 6 at the 32-yard line.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Going run again with Jacobs. That's a Super Bowl caliber stop right there as they finish that play off behind the line.
I know they say it any time he comes up in an interview, but they appreciate having him on this defense so much, Kate, because of plays like that one. Those are great instincts. It takes instincts and want to come up and run support, and not many corners can make that stop.
Throwing his love on 3rd. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
We know in this league you can't start every game with scoring drives, but I think that's a clear picture of why you don't keep this drive sustained. Got to execute on the most important down, and that's 3rd down.
So 4th down, here comes Daniel Whelan to send it flying for the Packers. Fair catch, but we can see both a flag and a punter on the ground. Let's see if this is a call for 5 or 15 yards. A fortunate break for them as they get a gift with roughing the kicker. Their offense heading back out to keep things going. Takes the handoff, now Love. He fires one deep down the middle. Ooh, that one's nearly intercepted. The defense read that one perfectly. A poor choice to make that throw. 2nd down coming up.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, he just couldn't quite hang on.
Love now, off the play action. Looking for a target. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the sack forces a now tougher 3rd down.
In a situation like this, you got to be a fixer. I mean, this game is hard, and you get into passing, known passing situations, it gets even more difficult. But when you don't get rid of the ball and you take another sack, you make this 3rd down a near impossibility.
Let's see what they went with on 3rd down. So we're officially through one here in the Super Bowl. Just 3-0 is our score. More from Santa Clara coming up. Time for our 2nd quarter. It'll be Packer football to begin. They're looking at 3rd and very long. Love out of the shotgun. He puts some air under it deep down the left. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete. Great defensive effort to reject that one. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate. That was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
And a fair catch made here at the 17. The Indianapolis offense ready to take another swing at it. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. So early movement from the backfield, Brock. They jumped the gun a bit, and that brings out the flag. One of the most common penalties in the sport, and the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. Working from the gun. Here's Jones. Quick slant taken in by Pittman. And a nice game here, but it stopped short of the first.
That's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Throwing here, Jones. It's on target to Pierce. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. They get an even 10 on that play. And it's good for an Indianapolis first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Zone read handoff to Taylor. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. That was Micah Parsons making that play.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play. It just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender maybe a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
From the 35 on 2nd down. Completed over the middle. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Well, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Taylor. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Well, that's just about textbook defense and how to shut down an RPO. The coverage was tight, the numbers were up, and then the bodies were there to stuff that run before it could get going.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Throwing with a blitz on the way, and they get to him again. And that pushes them back, 3rd down coming up.
Well into this first half, still struggling to find any rhythm, and that's what sacks do. That is why these defenders get paid big money when they get those sacks in the stat column, because as you're seeing today, it totally disrupts the rhythm, the continuity in any success for an offense.
This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. Now Jones has him on a quick hitter. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Another punt coming up for Rigoberto Sanchez. Reed on to return. And this just gets past the 20 before going out. The Green Bay offense about to get started once more. They didn't add to their lead last time out, so they punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. Running on first here with Jacobs. And he's going to be brought down up at the 31. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Kate, a run like that, just everybody gets to breathe. Things become so much easier when you start a drive with momentum like that.
They've got first down from the 31. Play fake, it's Love. This is Reed working the right side. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
That's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Man in motion, headed right. 2nd and 6 now. Finds his man, it's Kraft. And this is a small pickup to the 39-yard line. Kenny Moore there to make the stop.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Third and 2, Love to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. They gain 14 on the play. And it'll be first down, Packers.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day one install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas, angle route. 49ers of the 80s, they were making hay with it then, and the running back's still doing it to this day.
Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
Move the chains! Gotta move their chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Jacobs. And he's brought down after a great gain. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
16 more yards.
You spring a big game like that, Kate, on the interior, 9 times out of 10, that O-line decisively won their matchup with the big fellas up front. They got those pads down. They created leverage, and they opened up that running lane.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. And he can't hang on. Touchdown in his arms. But it slips through. 2nd down coming up.
Yeah, that's the one that's going to haunt him. There's just no question about it. A drop touchdown in the end zone. Now comes the mental toughness part of it. You got to flush that play quickly so you can make an impact later.
Shotgun now for Love. This one's caught.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
This is a pivotal moment on the game's biggest stage, Brock. It's 3rd and goal. Here's Love to throw. And this is going to be a Green Bay touchdown! The Packers make it a 9-point advantage. Slant route, as it does so many times every game we call, Brock. Paying dividends. Made that touchdown look a lot easier than it was.
An uncontested release that close to the end zone spells disaster for a defense every time, Kate. You got to have a whole lot more physicality at the point of attack because a QB is always going to be looking for that short little slant near the goal line.
Brandon McManus on for the PAT. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Packers make it a 10-point ball game.
Colts, nothing.
On now is McManus to kick this away. On the return, here's Doolin. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Colts offense set to head out. And it's not good, Brock, when you're discussing their punter as one of your early game MVPs, but they just haven't been able to get anything going so far.
No, you'll hear some old school coaches, especially defensive-minded coaches, Kate, and they'll say, hey, man, there's nothing wrong with the drive ending with a kick, right? As a quarterback and as an offense, maybe that was the way you played the game back in the day, but not modern football. You've got to go score.
The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
They've run this 12-yard out route, Kate, at the combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. This is a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Well, that was teaching tape right there.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. On first down, Jones. Going with the screen to Taylor. And he'll be out of bounds at his own 45.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Jones looking to throw. Jump on caught by his back. And they're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
3rd and 4 coming up now. Again, Jones to the air. He's running for it. And Jones slides down with enough to move those chains. Now we get a timeout from the Colts. That's their first. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting the first.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
New set of downs for him from the 46. First down throw by Jones. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Jones. He puts some power on a deep one. He's got it inside the 10. And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be 1st and goal. The Packers take their first time out. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Defense still reeling from that last play. Now they're defending 1st and goal from the 3. Taylor is in for the Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts make it a one-score game before halftime. It's a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. Made the right read on the RPO inside the red zone, Brock, and things worked out.
And you know what is so key about these RPOs? It's that mesh point. It's the details right there, not immediately giving any indication of what they were going to do, and it created, Kate, the slightest of hesitations for the defense, and that slightest opportunity is all he needed to hit the end zone.
Spencer Schrader on now for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Colts cut it to a field goal game.
Packers 10, Colts 7.
Raleigh set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Packers and Josh Jacobs about set to go on offense. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. Green Bay offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Here's Love. Now setting up the screen for Jacobs. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
Kid, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. But one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Short pass brought in. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Timeout taken by the offense, their second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Love out of the shotgun. Brought in by his back. It's Jacobs. And he'll get it up to the 44. Timeout taken by the Packers. Their 3rd and final one. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
It is so hard for these defenses. I don't envy them at all to try to monitor where these running backs are. Are they chipping? Are they delaying their route? He's such an underrated part of their overall passing game.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Stick it in the air. Love. Throwing the out route complete. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
So we've reached the half here in the Super Bowl, and we know our pal Scott Hansen has been watching intently. He's got our halftime report. Scott?
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewitt.
Excellent work as always, Scott. Love that halftime report. Just a field goal game for us here as we start quarter number 3. Well, we all enjoyed that halftime show, right, Brock? These guys were strategizing how to win that Lombardi. We're back underway in the Super Bowl. Juke the defender. And he's going to be out of bounds with some outstanding field position right at midfield. Here's the Packer offense headed out to start the 3rd quarter. And it has been all about these defenses so far, Brock. Even into the second half, we're still waiting for one of these offenses to take charge.
Yeah, what you're feeling, these defenses are making every yard tough, every first down tough, every series tough. And offensively, yeah, it's time to toughen up and maybe more importantly, sharpen up.
Couldn't make the hookup with Matthew Golden. And now it's 2nd down. Takes the handoff, now Love. It's lead downfield, and he's got it. And he'll take this one in for the Green Bay touchdown. The Packers grow the lead coming out of halftime. Jaden Reed, the touchdown.
I know you got to mix your looks defensively. You just can't play all zone coverage, and sometimes you got to play man-to-man. But with the receiver, with that kind of speed, that is scary, and he just made him pay.
McManus on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Packers make it a 10-point ball game.
17, Colts 7.
On now is McManus to kick this away. On the return, here's Anthony Gould. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Colts ready to take the field. Their work really cut out for him now, partner, to follow up that touchdown and get things back to a one-score game. Taylor gets it to begin the drive. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3-and-out.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Left side pulled in by Pittman. And they'll get there and stop him at the line.
You call that receiver screen, and every once in a while that wide receiver, well, he's got to be his own blocker. He's got to make the first guy or two miss. That didn't happen, play goes nowhere.
And the Packers at a 5th DB out there for this 3rd down play. Now Jones dumps it off to his running back. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
It's plays like that, Kate, right wrong. Where I sit and judge defense. I judge the awareness. I judge how well that coordinator's got him equipped to see what's going on the field, and not just see it, but attack it. And they devoured that screen game on 3rd down.
Punting unit out now. Rigoberto Sanchez will kick it away. Looking to return from the 29. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. Now here comes the Green Bay offense. And all that's needed here, Brock, is some repeat execution from that last series. Of course, I'd expect the defense has made some adjustments after giving up that touchdown.
And that is the beauty of this game we love so much. Those back and forth adjustments on the sidelines. And can this offense do what it did a drive ago? And that is stay one play ahead of their defensive foes.
No luck finding his receiver that time. And it sets up 2nd down. On the handoff, here's Jacobs. Solid work on his part. Gets 7 there. It's still 3rd down.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
The Colts setting a man in the secondary here. 3rd down coming up. Love from the gun. Has his man. It's Dobbs. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 43.
And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
We'll go counter. It's Jacobs.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
Putting the tight end in motion. 2nd and 12 behind the sticks. Has him on a quick hitter. And they get there to take him down right around the 41.
Textbook hitch route. Just hit him in the short field and deliver it once that defense turns their attention elsewhere. Kate, this is a low-ceiling play, but a reliable source of yardage.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Completed to his running back. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
A gain of 9 yards. That's good for a Packers 1st down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. and nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Handoff here to Jacobs. He's got about 9 on that run, partner, down inside the 30.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
First down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1. Jacobs gets it on the drum. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. Give him 3 on that game. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
First down from the red zone. That's caught out right by Golden. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
That's another Packers first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. They'll run. Jacobs. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on first down. More to come.
They go to him again. And this defense standing tall. They keep him out of the end zone. We get a stoppage here. One of their big blockers up front. In some pain following that play. He's being attended to. This is a pivotal moment on the game's biggest stage, Brock. It's 3rd and goal. Shotgun now for Love. And he's got a touchdown, Green Bay! The Packers make it a 16-point ball game. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Brock. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
McManus on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Packers take a 3-possession lead.
24, Colts 7.
On now is McManus to kick this away. On the return, here's Doolin. He's stopped on the run back of the 27. Here comes the Colts offense now for another possession. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Jones. That one finds Josh Downs. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Pistol now for Jones. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So now they have 3rd and short.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
This finds its target. That's Taylor. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. They get 13 on the pickup. And it'll be first down, Colts.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on 3rd down. And that's exactly the result they needed, enough to keep this drive moving.
Option give to Taylor. Still going past the 40. And he's down all the way to the 30. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And it's good for an Indianapolis first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung them to get to the 2nd level and beyond.
1st and 10 now from the 30. Working from the gun. Here's Jones. Finds him over the middle. And some excellent work on this play. Takes him a while to get to him downfield.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. From the red zone now. And he will score! Touchdown, Indianapolis! The Colts shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. Daniel Jones with a touchdown.
Kate, we know you can do it in different ways in today's NFL at quarterback. Some with the brains and the processing, that anticipation and accuracy. Some could do it with their improv skills to create a play when everything breaks down, and he just put on a show.
Now the PAT try coming up. The point after splits the uprights. And the Colts cut the lead down to 10.
24, Colts 14.
That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. It's Keyshawn Nixon with the return. And in the end, Brock, a pretty exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. The Packers to Matthew Golden, ready to take over once again on offense. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this 3rd quarter. He's got it. That's Dogs. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
22 yards. And the Packers first down. 1st and 10.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their interesting route thrown that quickly. Tells me these two are on the same page.
Receiver in motion, headed right. Thrown on first down, Love. Connects on the crosser. And finally, they're able to stop this play from getting any more yards.
It's a gain of 33. That's another Packers first down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
So we're winding down to the end of the 2024 season. That's the end of 3 in Super Bowl 59. It's Packers football, and if they hold this lead through, they'll claim a 5th title. All right, all set up now. 1st and 10. They'll give to Jacobs on the inside handoff. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
He's brought down at the 13-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. And this one doesn't go far.
Complete to Romeo Dobbs. A gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 4.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. To the air with Love. He's got it on the slant. And he's going to have enough for the first down. Not by much, but he got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal. Double coverage, deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
Quick pass, right side, complete. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock, but I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, Kate. It kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on him. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
McManus on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Packers take a 3-possession lead.
Packers 31, Colts 14.
On now is McManus to kick this away. Here's Gould on the return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Now the Indianapolis offense heading out. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. Colts file out into formation. Here comes 1st and 10. On the shotgun, it's Jones. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
From the 24 once again, it's 2nd and 10. Throwing here, Jones. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one and brings up 3rd down.
That was pretty cool right there. I mean, that is an underrated effort on that play from his target, hustling and bustling his way to make sure he was in the neighborhood of that throw. So the Zebras, well, they couldn't penalize the throwaway.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. To throw, here's Jones. He lofts it deep left. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice game.
Man, with how hard it is, Kate, to get these plays down the field, you can't let the coverage off the hook with a drop. It just can't happen. But you're going to see it right here. He saw the open space ahead of him and started running before he ever brought the ball fully in.
Well, simply put, Brock, they absolutely need to have the conversion here on 4th down. Jones is hit. He fumbles it. Packers pick it up. And Green Bay takes this one back for the touchdown. The Packers keep adding to that 4th-quarter lead. Really smart play from him there, Brock. Not just to fall on the football, but to take it in for the score.
Yeah, a word we don't normally use with D linemen a lot, quickness, right? Usually the corner skill guys, but he was quick, man. He downshifted in a hurry for 6.
McManus on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Packers make it a 24-point ball game.
Colts 14.
Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. On the return, here's Doolin. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Indianapolis offense ready to take another swing at it. And they take the field feeling pretty beaten down with how this one's gone. Even if they're keeping their heads high, Brock, not a whole lot they've been able to do so far.
Yeah, in these moments, I think of golfers, right in a tournament, they don't want to look at the scoreboard. They don't want to see how much they're down. They just want to take it shot by shot by shot. It's exactly what this offense has got to do.
Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And it'll be first down, Colts.
At the 43-yard line.
A jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. Jones on first down. Steps up, and he's running with it.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock. You know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
Second down now, 7 to go. From the 46. It's on the in route. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
On first down, it's Jones to throw. Escapes the pocket. Now here he goes. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
Yeah, I don't ever want to be a defensive coordinator. They do so many things right to take away the pass, and then what happens? Well, you get a quarterback that lowers his head, gashes the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game. You take away the pass, but you can't stop the QB run.
He finds him right side. Touchdown, Indianapolis. The Colts making the scoreboard look a touch better. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive to go and get your job done.
So Jones and his offense ready to go for 2.
The Colts will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll try it on the ground. And he's in for 2, so don't write him off just yet. I know the chances are slim, but still a small one in this 2-possession game. All right, partner, it is a small step on a long road back, but a necessary one. The touchdown and that conversion drop us back down to a 2-score game.
So you're saying there's a chance, Kate, just a little bit of a chance. Maybe they got to do it again, and again, and again. But all I know, time may not be on their side, but they did gain just a little bit of momentum.
The Packers and Matthew Golden ready to take over once again on offense. And they're already up by 2 scores, Brock, but another one here would really put this one out of reach. And off to Jacobs to start the drive. And they'll only find 1 yard up the gut, 2nd down.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
At the 28-yard line.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. They send the tight end in motion. From the 28. That's Reed on the slant. And it's a quality effort here as he's pushed out right along the 40. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it'll be first down, Packers.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. Running right, here's Jacobs. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Love out of the shotgun. Throwing the out route complete. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out.
Kid, I promise you, if you and I got to travel the country and watch young quarterbacks, even really good high school quarterbacks, out routes are the hardest to complete. Slants, goes, fades, all that stuff comes somewhat naturally, but really trusting yourself to throw that out route, that comes with time and experience.
Love on 3rd and short. He's got his man. This is Kraft. And he's brought to a stop after he found plenty of room to run.
A gain of 24 yards. And the Packers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Left side into the hands of Dobbs. And he's brought down after a short gain.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the Colts' 28-yard line.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
Play number 8 of this drive, and it's 8 that they need here on 3rd down. Got his man. It's Golden. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
That's another Packers first down.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
Working inside the red zone. Now setting up the screen for Jacobs. The ball is out! And the Colts pick it up. And they're going to take possession of the football, but they're going to do it deep on their own side of the field. Look, we can spin positive here, Brock. You take away the ending, and that drive was outstanding. It was everything they were hoping for. Unfortunately, all that work and effort, it's gone.
Hey, Kate, Cal, how important were those finals?
Pretty important.
Yeah, so was that ball security right there.
The Colts offense set to head out. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. While a new offense preps to head out, we've got a stoppage. They want to make sure this is a turnover.
Play is under review.
Yeah, pretty bang play out there. It's tough to see exactly what happened on our first look in real time.
But you know what I like here, and I do appreciate, and these officials are so good at let the play just play itself out before calling it dead. Now all the replays and the camera angles will give us such a better idea of really what happened.
Take that fumble away. The officials overturn the call and say he was down. On 2nd down, Jacobs. He's close, but he is stopped before he can get to that first down. Picks up 4. We've reached the 2-minute warning in Santa Clara. Packers leading by 16. They're turning to the option on 3rd and short. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Packers making a 3-score game in the 4th. Jordan Love, the touchdown. My partner up here is pumping his fist after that one. That is how you run an option as a quarterback. Good read to hang on to it and do it himself.
Yeah, because I could never do that, not even close. But when the defense overplays and you run that option, you get that good 2-on-1, More times than not, they will commit to the more dangerous guy, the running back. But you leave a lane, this quarterback can do some damage as well.
McManus on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Packers stretch the lead to 23.
45. Colts 22.
On now is McManus to kick this away. Here's Gould on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Colts ready to take the field. And this a final opportunity to make things a little closer in that final score. On first down, Jones. He's keeping it. And he'll be brought down along the 25-yard line.
It's one of those situations, not much to be had there, no matter what he did with the ball. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win and a confidence builder for this defense.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Operating from the gun, it's Jones. Finds the in route complete. And he's hit just before he can pick up that first. So third and short coming up from the 33.
Third down.
Now we get a timeout from the Colts. That's their first. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call's going to be on third down. Working from the gun, here's Jones. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And Jones slides down with enough to move those chains. Timeout taken by the offense, their second. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting that first.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on them.
First and 10 now. Here's Jones. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that sack drives him in the wrong direction, partner, ahead of this second down.
This overwhelming pressure and these sacks after sacks after sacks, well, it's built this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
So things not looking good after that sack. 15 to go here on second down. Another try following the sack. Dumps this underneath to Taylor. And that will not be enough for a first down.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Packers into a nickel defense, third down. Jones now to throw. That's on target to Pierce. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. The Colts take a timeout. That's their last one. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
From the 44-yard line now, first and 10. Here's Jones to throw. Throwing deep for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Still time for a couple of plays, though. 15 seconds left. Took his shot at 6 that time. And we'll see what they do here on second down.
That play is so impressive on so many levels. Not just because it saves a touchdown, Kate. He had to time that perfectly to knock it free without drawing a flag or let him establish possession for the score. That is so good.
Downfield to Warren, he's got it. And they're going to stop him, but he got enough to make it first and goal from the 8.
36 yards.
And more history for Green Bay, one of the league's proudest franchises, Brock. Super Bowl champions for a 5th time. Well, Brock, you and I talk about this often, multiple times throughout the regular season. List of greats who've never made it to this moment. It's enormous. Some of the best to ever do it across 100+ years of football. And those greats could not do what these players have just done.
No, because it was a group, and such a special group, brought together from so many different pasts, but it bonded and formed one of these teams so strong together that a Super Bowl became a legitimate possibility for them. This moment never gets old. Fate and circumstance linked together when this season began. And now, with this win, it will link all these guys together forever as champions.
So for our entire crew here at EA Sports, for my partner Brock Heward and myself,